morning class. Today we are continuing our first unit, that is computer organization and system. Our today's first topic is computer system. First of all, we are going to see why computer is termed as computer system. Computer is termed as computer system because it's a working combination of three individual working subsystems, and these subsystems are hardware, software and user. Hardware is itself it's a system because it's a combination of working three subsystems, that are input devices, output devices and processing devices. Software is also a working combination of several subsystems, and these subsystems are application software, system software and utility software. So let's start with the introduction part of softwares. Softwares are what? Software are nothing that simple. It's a collection of several tools designed in specific or various programming languages, which are designed for to perform specific tasks. It works like an interface in between user and hardware. It helps the user to interact with system or hardware and help the hardware to interact with the users. These softwares are designed for the specific purposes, and these softwares can be divided into three categories on the basis of their purposes. The first one is application software. That the application software is a special purpose software which are meant to perform application based programs, or we can say application based processes. It performs the different tasks which are meant for user to perform different type of tasks. It handles specified or common tasks a user want to perform. For example, if user wants to process document or text related data, then word processor will be used to process this type of data. If somebody wants to calculate mathematical calculations, then they will be used calculator. Similarly, DBMS softwares are available to handle data based type of operations, or we can say to manage data bases. So we can say that application softwares are the type of softwares which are used to manage application based utilities, by which we can perform or user can perform their task. If somebody wants to process graphical type of data, they will use Photoshop. If somebody wants to create data analysis with the help of stats, they can use Excel. And somebody wants to deal with context for sending emails and all, they can use Outlook. The another software is system software. System software is a type of software which controls the basic function of a computer and hides the complexity of computer system from user and application software. The examples of system softwares are operating system, compiler and interpreter and etc. The another type of software is utility software. Utility software are the special purpose software which help the user to perform a specific or a particular task. These utility softwares are meant for managing the resources of the computer or to control the different resources of the computer. Utility softwares are also provide the different maintenance type of things, such as to remove the viruses from the system. We can use antiviruses. To backup specific things, we can use backup softwares, or to perform different disk operations, we can use disk tools. we are going to discuss what are system softwares. The first system software is operating system. Operating system is what? Operating system is a master program which works as an interface in between user and hardware. It translates the computer language into human language and human languages into computer languages. An operating system is a system program that controls and manages the computer resources so that application software can run on it. There are different type of operating system available in market. Few are examples are Microsoft Windows, Solaris, Linux, Mac OS, Ubuntu, Apple iPhone OS, etc. Now, how operating system works? Operating system, as we already discussed, that operating system is an interface in between user and hardware. That user interact with software and software interact with operating system and operating system interacts with hardware. Because computer is a machine and it uses machine language to perform their operation, and we all are human beings. We all users are human beings and we are using human languages to perform their task. So because we are using human languages, machine using machine language, binary language, so here becomes, or it gives a gap between, it creates a gap between user and hardware. So operating system is it's work like an interpreter which interprets the human language into binary language and binary language into machine language. At the simplest level, an operating system does two things, basic two things. It manages the hardware resources of the computer system. These resources include such as things as processor, memory and disk space, etc. It second thing is it provides a stable, consistent way for application to deal with the hardware without having to know all the details of hardware. This means that the operating system creates an abstraction in between user and hardware and it manages all the resources of system. Now, what are the functions of operating system? The different operating system can perform many tasks, many management tasks. The first one is process management. The process management is related to load management, schedule management and execute a specific program or execute special codes. Memory management is related to allocates and deallocation of memory for program execution. The another function is device management. That device management means to communicate and controls with various input output devices. Storage management is responsible for manages and control the storage devices to provide space to the programs for execution and data save. Application interface, API drivers. This means that the API drivers are the type of programs or the tools by which our different peripherals interact with hardware, interact with system. That these are the programs which manages the communication in between of the hardware and the particular specific applications. And the last one is the last function of operating system is user interface. That simple, it provides an interface in between user and hardware. For example, as we see in Windows, that the desktop and other type of graphical things are type of interface by which we can interact with the operating system or the system. There are different type of operating system available in market, and these operating systems, the type of operating system is based on their utility and the working of that particular operating system. The first operating system is single user single task operating system. Then in this particular operating system we can perform a single task at a time, and a single user can work on a single system. Example is DOS, disk operating system, that is called text based operating system, uh, by which we can manage data within our system, but it is called single user and single task operating system. The another type of operating system, that is called single user multitask operating system, in which a single user can work on a system and they can perform multiple tasks. For example, a user can open multiple window at a time. They can run mp3 files, as well as they can work with the word processor at a single time. Next is multi-user operating system, that these type of operating system which supports the network processing, in which a multiple user can work on a single system with the help of different workstations. The example of this type of operating systems are Unix, Linux and Windows 7. Next is multiprocessing operating system. That simple multiprocessing operating system are the type of operating system in which they support parallel processing. Parallel processing in the sense that they can perform multiple operations parallelly on a computer. The parallel processing operating systems are Linux, Unix and Windows 7. Generally, all multi-user operating systems are also multiprocessing operating systems. Next type of system is embedded operating system. These are embedded in a device which is located in ROM. For example of microwave and washing machine systems. Next is distributed operating system. In these operating systems, the computer works in cooperation with others. This type of operating system are the part of other systems and performs operation in correspond with the other type of softwares. Next is language processor and programming languages. That is also system softwares. As the computer only understands the machine language, whereas human understand high level languages, or we can say human languages. So language processor does the conversion task from high level to machine language and vice versa. Here we have three type of converters or language processors. One is assembler, compiler and interpreter. What is the use of compiler? Because computer uses a machine language, and we all are using high level languages, that is called human languages. So compiler is a converter which converts high level language into low level language, that is called machine language. Compiler converts the entire code in a single go. For example, if we have if we have a program having 10 lines program, compiler convert these 10 line programs in a single go. In a single go means in a single attempt. It converts high level language code to machine language code in one session. It takes time because it have to translate high level code to lower level code machine language at once, then save the executable object code to memory. This means that the compiler compiles or convert the complete code in a single attempt. Whereas in interpreter is also a translator which converts high level code into low level code, but it translates the code line by line. For example, if we have 10 line code, it converts line by line 10 lines codes. Similarly, it executes the code, it translates the code, executes the code and save the executable object to the memory. And last type of converter is assembler. That simple assembler is responsible for converting assembly language into machine language. Now, the second type of software is application software. that these application softwares can be divided into two categories. One is general purpose application software, the another one is specific purpose application software. These are ready to use software for daily use purpose. For example, word processor, spreadsheet, presentation, DVMS, etc. These type of softwares are called as general purpose software. The another type of software is called specific purpose application software. These are softwares which are designed for specific tasks such as payroll, hotel management, and hospital management, stock management, and other type of softwares which are meant for specific purpose. The next type of software is called utility software that assist operating system to carry out certain specialized tasks are called utility softwares. The first utility software, that is antivirus. That antivirus, as you all know, that antivirus scans the system for any virus and if detected, get rid of it by deleting or isolating it. There are different antiviruses available in market such as Kaspersky, AVG, Quickheal, and other type of antiviruses. The another type of utility software is compression tool. That simple compression means to compress something. That compression tools are the utility that assist operating system in shortening files so that they can less space and easily transfer from one place to another. That simple. For example, if you want to send 5 to 6 images from one place to another, then how can we transfer it? That by converting or by compressing these files in a single file or creating a zip or a rar file. This type of operations are called as compression. So the tools which support this type of thing, that is called as compression tools. The another type of software is called utility software. Disk cleanup, disk fragmenter, backup, file management tools are called as utility software. Disk cleanup software, disk cleanup tool assists user to free up disk spaces by removing history files, by removing temporary files. Disk fragmenter, that simple disk fragmenter is a disk management utility that increases file access speed by rearranging file on continuous location. Because your hard disk is random access device, if we are going to store something within hard disk, it stores at random places. The defragmenter is a special tool which arranges the file in the sequence so that we can easily or we can access the file in a speedy manner. That backup utilities, as you all aware, that backup utility enables backing up of files, folder, database, or complete disk for the future use or for the further use. That simple backup is a safety measure. By using this we can create backup of our works. File management tool, that simple, it's a utility software providing regular file management tasks like browsing, searching, updation, previewing, etc. That simple, we can perform different tasks of related to file accession that are called as file management tool. Thank you very much. That's all for today. In next session we will see the number system. Thank you very much.